What is going on, guys? Today is a very special day. My new camera has finally freaking arrived. I've been waiting for this thing for over a week and a half, I think now. And I am so freaking excited to just pop this open and check out what's inside. Let's freaking go. Alright guys, so here we go. Right here I have what I'm assuming is the camera, and right here I'm assuming this is the lens. Since I'm a super broke boy, I had to go with the refurbished version. So I think that's why they have it in this weird package that's not anything like the normal Canon packaging. But you know what? It's all good. Just pop this open. Here we go. Okay, so right here is the body. I'm gonna open this one last because this is obviously the thing I'm most excited about. And right here we have the camera strap. I'm probably never gonna use that, honestly. Right here we have the charger. Right here is the battery, and then the manual. First thing I'm gonna open up is this, which is the lens. This is a 15-45 lens. Wow. This is so small. What? This is insane. Look how small this is. Look at that. It literally fits behind my freaking palm. It's so small. What? Alright, there we go. Put that aside. I'll pop open the battery charger next. Pop this open. Here we go with the charger. Pretty basic, you know. And then here is the battery. There we go. Check that out. Pop that in there for a little bit of a charge. But anyway, here is the actual camera. Dang. This is crazy small. Yeah, I actually kind of like this. The size is really nice. What? This is so small. It's got a little bit of a flip out screen. That's really nice for some vlogging and some photography in general. And it's not turning on. Alright, guess I'll just wait for that to charge a little bit. Okay, so the battery charged for a few minutes and now it's powering on. Okay, cool. So it's all set up now. Let's check this out. I could take a quick picture. Okay, so already I'm loving the pictures coming out of this. Okay, cool. So I officially have this all set up now. The main reason I decided to upgrade to the Canon M50 was mostly just for the autofocus points. It's still around the same price range as I got my last camera for. It's just barely a little bit more expensive. But the reason why I went with this, like I said, it was the autofocus points plus the processor inside of it. My old camera, I think, had the Digic 6 processor, maybe Digic 5. This one has the Digic 8 processor, so that'll handle better in low light conditions without having to go too high on the ISO. And it'll help it, if you do have to go too high on the ISO, to keep it less grainy. Something else I like about this is that it's mirrorless, so obviously it's smaller, but it also has the electronic viewfinder, so I can see everything that I'm shooting by looking inside of there. And it also looks exactly how it would be inside the viewfinder. So before, with my other camera, when you look in the viewfinder, it shows you directly what you're looking at outside of the lens as if you were just looking at it. But then when you took the picture, it would change depending on your exposure and your aperture and your ISO and things like that. But now with the electronic or EVF, electronic viewfinder, now I can see exactly what it's going to look like right before I take it. So that's super nice, especially for setting things like my my aperture mostly. I tend to shoot aperture priority mostly when I'm on shoots just because that's the fastest way to go for me. One of the things I was mostly worried about with getting this kind of camera is the size and like just the form factor in general. I did not think I would like this at all, but I'm actually really liking it. The grip, as Canon usually does, is amazing. It just feels super nice to hold in hand, and although it's super small, it has a nice weight to it, and like it just feels very sturdy. The other thing that people complained about a lot was how ugly they thought the camera looked, and honestly, I think this looks super sick. It looks kind of retro, has some kind of very cool vibes to it. I really love the way this looks. It's a very unique camera and just looks super sick. Okay, so now that I've kind of tried the 15 to 45 millimeter lens on it, I want to try my main portrait lens. I mainly got the upgrade to the camera because of my portrait shooting, because that's how I make most of my money for things like photography gear. But I decided to pick up the 15 to 45 lens in the meantime, just so that I could take it places while I'm traveling and things like that. Alright, so here is my 50mm 1.4 lens. I use this mostly for portraitures because obviously it gets some really nice bokeh. It can go all the way down to 1.4, so it's a very fast lens. It's also very sharp. The thing I didn't like about my 1.4, it might have just been because it was refurbished or something, but for some reason all the pictures that came out of it they were just really bad, very bad focus. So I decided to upgrade to this one just because I like the quality better, and plus it can go an extra stop lower in aperture. The only problem, and this was another reason why I was thinking about not getting this camera, is the mount on this camera is Canon's M mount, whereas the lens that I had bought without planning on getting a new camera anytime soon, this one is an EFS lens mount, and so they don't go together. So in order to put them together, you need an adapter, and that is where this comes in. So this is Canon's EF to EOS M adapter. Basically, you just take the lens off, put that on there as you would a normal Canon lens, and then now that little adapter's on, so now I can untwist this, and then I can secure this lens to there. And there we go. Dang, okay. That looks great. That looks so sick. Okay, so those photos look amazing. Very happy about the quality on those. The other main reason why I got this camera is because of its face tracking. If I go into video recording mode, then I can point it at my face and it automatically tracks my face no matter where I go. And this is equipped with Canon's dual pixel autofocus, so no matter where I go, this is always going to be very reliable, super fast autofocus. So that is a huge plus, because my other camera was very bad with autofocus. I believe it had only 19 autofocus points, whereas this has, I think, around 100. I'm really liking how this feels in my hand. It also has a really nice flip screen. So all in all, this is generally a very good camera for vlogging. And then once I stick this 50mm lens, it should be really good for portraiture too, since it can track faces and eyes. And that's mainly where you want to get focus on, obviously, for portraiture. This has been my current vlogging setup this whole week, but if we check this out, there we go. It's a perfect little vlog setup. This will be the new vlog setup that looks amazing compared to the Sony camera. Look at that. Look at that. Say hi to the camera. Hello, camera. Cameraception. All in all, I am extremely excited for this camera and for the pictures I'm going to be able to take with it, especially with the combination of the 50mm lens and the adapter. This will be really nice to take some really good portraits with. But yeah, I mean, I'm super excited and stoked for the kind of photos that I'll be able to get for you guys, and you know, the portraits that I can get for you guys. So you know what, if you feel like it, you guys should just sign up for freaking Brandaluna Photography, and you will not be disappointed. I can promise you that. So, but yeah, I mean, there's not much more to say about that. So thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.